The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The slot man in motion right.
Hey, run away. Attack.
And Mahomes going to put it up right away.
And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes.
Open man downfield. It's Ross. He's got it.
Inside the 30.
Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
Going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Mahomes now to throw.
A pass complete downfield. It's Valdez-Scantling.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Burrow and the Bengals with a first and 10
at their own 18. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
These two teams, the Bengals and Chiefs, they met twice a year ago, and it was the young Bengals prevailing both times. The first, Week 17 in Cincinnati. The Bengals coming through in overtime 34-31. And then, of course, the AFC title game.
He's got a man, complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. On third and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's first and 10 from the 45. And Burrow going to throw again. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon. Taken down at the 30. That's on the guard, Alex Kappa.
They're backed up here with a first and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he's got room. And all the way Cincinnati score.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Slot man moves right. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher third down looming.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Mahomes going to throw. He's got his man, and I think the ball's out.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful.
Zach Taylor's made the decision. He's going to go ahead and throw out the red challenge flag. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining.
He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Throw left side, complete to Tony.
And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. A Great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Here we go. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
11.
Burrow looking to pass. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now it's Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And the Chiefs are going to get him. That was Nick Bolton rushing in and burying him behind the line.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. Hey, as the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer, and put your defense in a bad spot.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Finding space at the 40.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Hey, 43, 15.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%. Only because they still have some tough games to come, and keeping that focus throughout the entire season.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
12.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here we go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Orlando Brown, the former Raven, the guilty party.
On 1, ready?
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Burrow will throw to Mixon on the check down. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. 4th down, out comes the punter, Drew Chrisman. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Hey, 15.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Complete to Kadarius Toney. A gain of 14.
Yellow.
On 1st down, Mahomes. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards.
Yellow.
Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Yellow.
He was brought down to the 4-yard line. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
I don't need to. Yellow. 43.
Second down and goal. Mahomes. And that is caught for the
a touchdown, Kansas City. Clyde Edwards-Helaire as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Trying to lay one up deep. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Burrow. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit. Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here.
Ready?
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, after last week we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And some room to work. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. John Ross, 68 yards.
And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trick.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped it. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now here's Mahomes. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
The slot man in motion right. Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
First down for the Chiefs, solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second down and 8.
And they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
On third down, here's Edwards-Helaire.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just...
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Here we go. Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up.
Now Burrow loses the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
11.
To throw again on second down.
Burrow trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted.
Anthony Averett picks it.
And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 41.
Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco,
his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chiefs are going to be moving on to 12-0 as they extend their lead further. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
11 empty. Stop.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Here we go.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Here we go. 11 empty. 11 empty.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's 4th down.
11 empty. Take. 11 empty. Take. 12. 12. 12. Stop.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the 1st down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd.